Hey everyone! Welcome back to Trove, your ultimate destination for the latest updates, leaks, and deep dives into everything Apple and beyond. If you're a fan of Apple's ecosystem, you already know how iOS and macOS steal most of the spotlight every year. But here's the thing. While everyone's busy talking about iOS 18 and macOS Sequoia, Apple quietly dropped a massive update for the Apple TV 4K that deserves way more attention. I'm talking about tvOS 26. The latest and most refined version of Apple's home entertainment software. And honestly, it's packed with a ton of thoughtful upgrades that make the Apple TV 4K feel smoother, smarter, and more visually stunning than ever before. So grab your remote, sit back, and let's explore all the best new tvOS 26 features that truly level up your Apple TV experience, some of which even Apple didn't brag about. 1. Gorgeous new aerial screensavers from India. Let's start with something Apple fans love to underestimate: screensavers. If you've ever seen Apple TV's aerial visuals, you know they're not your average floating logo kind of deal. They're breathtaking cinematic clips shot from drones and satellites, and in tvOS 26, Apple's expanded that collection with brand new aerials from India. These new screensavers showcase a mix of vibrant cities, peaceful rivers, snow-capped mountains, golden beaches, and lush green landscapes, all filmed in 4K HDR with incredible attention to detail. And while rival platforms like Roku or Fire TV keep cluttering idle screens with ads or promotions, Apple continues to focus on beauty, simplicity, and calm. Your living room literally transforms into a moving piece of art every time your Apple TV goes idle. That's the kind of subtle luxury that defines Apple. 2. The liquid glass design arrives on tvOS now. This one's for the design enthusiasts. Apple's liquid glass aesthetic finally makes its way to tvOS 26, unifying the experience across iPhone, iPad, and Mac. On the Apple TV, it's not as dramatic, but it's definitely noticeable. The new semi-transparent glass layers in the control center, video playback bars, and even app icons give tvOS a more fluid and futuristic look. You'll feel that the interface blends seamlessly with the content you're watching. No harsh overlays or bulky controls blocking your screen. It's all subtle, elegant, and cohesive. It's not just designed for design's sake, and this new look actually enhances usability by keeping controls light and intuitive while maintaining that Apple premium vibe. For a device that lives on your biggest screen, this change feels surprisingly refreshing. 3. Smarter profile selection at startup. Alright. This one's a game changer for multi-user households. Apple TV has had profiles for years, allowing you to keep separate watch lists and viewing histories. But let's be honest, hardly anyone remembered to switch them. Now with tvOS 26, Apple introduces a new profile selection screen right at startup. It's clean, fast, and looks similar to what you see on Netflix or Disney+. So whether it's you, your spouse, your kids, or even guests, everyone gets a personalized experience instantly. No more mixed-up continue watching lists or cluttered queues, and if you're the only one using the device, no worries. You can easily turn the feature off in settings. This is the kind of subtle convenience Apple does best. It just works. 4. Apple TV app gets a fresh redesign. Now let's talk about the hub of it all, the Apple TV app itself. The new tvOS 26 version brings a redesigned interface that's both cleaner and more cinematic. You'll now see larger poster art, more content visible at once, and beautifully organized top 10 lists that feel more like a movie theater than a streaming menu. And while Netflix content still isn't integrated, we're all waiting. The app works seamlessly with Apple TV+, Hulu, Paramount+, Disney+, and other streaming services. The unified watch list is still one of the most underrated features, letting you track shows and movies across apps without juggling multiple platforms. Overall, the refresh feels more premium, cohesive, and binge-ready, making Apple TV 4K one of the best streaming experiences you can get in 2025. 5. Choose or disable unwanted screensavers. Here's another small but hugely appreciated tweak. Some of Apple's screensavers are drop-dead gorgeous, but let's be honest, not everyone wants a giant jellyfish floating across their 75-inch OLED. In tvOS 26, Apple added a new customization option that lets you disable or select specific aerial screensavers individually. You can now go into Settings, Screensavers, Aerials, choose Aerials, and handpick your favorites, whether it's city skylines, mountain ranges, or space visuals. It's a small change that gives you control and personalization, without losing Apple's signature touch of beauty. 6 extra features. You shouldn't miss Apple didn't stop there. The company quietly rolled out a few bonus features that make your Apple TV even more connected to the rest of your ecosystem. You can now use your iPhone as a karaoke microphone in Apple Music Sing. Perfect for parties or family nights. AirPlay speakers can now be set as the default audio output, making it easier to use HomePods or AirPlay-compatible speakers every time you stream. And FaceTime for Apple TV got smarter, hinting that upcoming models might include a built-in camera for native video calling right from your couch. All of these updates make Apple TV 4K more than just a streaming box. It's becoming a smarter, more integrated home entertainment hub that connects seamlessly with your other Apple devices. The liquid glass design. Simplicity meets elegance. Apple's new liquid glass design is now part of tvOS 26, and honestly, it makes a world of difference. You'll notice subtle glass-like transparency across menus, playback controls, and the control center. Everything feels more fluid, more polished, and perfectly in tune with the rest of Apple's ecosystem, from your iPhone to your Mac. This isn't just a new skin. It's about making your interface feel alive. It's clean, modern, and completely distraction-free. Watching your favorite movie or show now feels smoother, with no bulky icons or harsh overlays getting in the way. 3. Smarter profiles. Right at startup, here's one of my favorite quality of life changes: profile selection at startup. Previously, Apple TV had profiles, but you had to manually switch between them every time. Now, with tvOS 26, you're greeted with a clean, modern profile selection screen the moment your Apple TV wakes up. Each family member can choose their own space, with personalized recommendations, watch lists, and viewing history. And if you're a solo viewer, you can simply disable it from settings and jump straight into your shows. Final thoughts. Small update, big impact. At first glance, tvOS 26 might look like a routine update, but once you explore it, you realize it's a masterclass in refinement. Apple didn't need to reinvent the Apple TV. It simply polished every corner of the experience. From stunning 4K aerials filmed in India to the elegant liquid glass design and smarter profile handling, every change feels intentional and premium. It's these small, thoughtful touches that remind you why Apple TV 4K still stands out in a world full of cheaper alternatives. So, if you haven't updated to tvOS 26 yet, go ahead and do it, because this version quietly turns your Apple TV into one of the most beautiful and efficient streaming experiences on the market. What do you think about the new tvOS 26 features? Are you excited about the design changes, or do you think Apple should have gone further with this update? Let me know your thoughts down below, and don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell icon so you never miss an Apple update right here on Trove, where tech meets style.